It's the MythWits, a geek pop culture web series, broadcast live for video and audio podcasts. Watch us live at MythWits.com and find us on YouTube and iTunes, bringing you news and reviews about geek pop culture. We have comedy skits, play nerd-tastic games, and provide extensive on-location con coverage. And now, your hosts. Hello and welcome to the MythWits, and it's been a long summer, and we've been doing the box office movie draft, and that's what this episode is going to be. But before we get into that, we have to warn you folks that this show is not safe for work and not safe for little ears with sensitivity. Yes, Mike. It's the MythWits. Whoa! A geek pop culture web series. Damn it.
So
I hate when that happens.
Safe for kids now?
What's that? The show has never been safe for kids.
Is this show safe for lawyers and or the plague?
Oh.
The plague?
It's safe for the plague. I imagine it's safe for lawyers, depending.
Have people not heard the First Amendment?
What about lepers?
I think it's safe for lepers.
Lepers are kind of zombies, therefore...
So joining me tonight are my co-hosts, Michael Kafis.
What's up, y'all? Good to be back.
And Brian Olvera.
Yo!
Wait, you understand Kafis?
No Allegra tonight. She is what's that? So she's busy. She's got something she had to do, which is just fine. Timing was perfect because she was not part of the draft this year. Joining us as special guests, as contestants on our little game, Ian Kafis.
He belongs to me.
This is your fault. This is his fault.
Hailing from Team Deadpool, DeVon.
Raise the roof, son.
And representing 14 degrees north, David.
David, what?
What's up?
How do you pronounce his last name, Pete?
Oh boy, here we go. Oh, so this is the fun part. Okay, Benevides. Benavides. Okay. Any chance?
Diabetes.
Any chance to slaughter? So, before we dive into this, I had a pretty interesting week. I went to a little place called Germany, and for work.
No wonder I got the plague.
It was pretty cool. We went all over, saw some castles in our off time, and
did you raid any villages?
Did I? No, I did not raid any villages.
Get your lips around some wiener
I'm gonna move this camera here so you people.
Yes, he did.
Oh man, dude, I wrapped my lips around so much Wiener Schnitzel.
Chain rule 34.
Oh God.
My favorite though is the currywurst. Yeah, I had some currywurst. It was delicious.
Oh yeah, this is very good.
Yeah, so that was a good time. And I finished The Martian.
Oh, how'd you like it?
That's a good book. A real good book. You know what I liked about it was there's a lot of things I liked about it, but one of the things I really liked about it was how he set some things up that you thought were going to happen, because that's what they do in books. Usually they'll say, the one guy was like, if I have to do a spacewalk, I'll cut myself free and, I'll cut loose from the tether. So you just kind of like, normally in a thriller, that's what you assume was going to happen.
He'll be cutting himself loose.
And they didn't. Oh, I don't want to put too many spoilers in, but stuff like that.
Right.
Don't forget to post the link for the book. I kind of want to buy it now.
Oh, The Martian? Oh, The Martian was fucking awesome. It's a great book.
Who do you remember the author?
Michael Weir.
Michael Weir. It's The Martian. I believe it's been optioned for a movie.
Yes.
So it would be worth reading the book because
and I think
it's a great movie.
I think it's Ridley Scott wants to do it.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
And if you had any kind of like if you liked Gravity, it's kind of Gravity-esque, but in my mind, seeing Gravity and reading this book, the book, and I truly believe, and I'll put my chips down, that the movie is going to be better than Gravity.
I would hope
Any
so.
movie's going to be better than Gravity.
Oh, that's not.
That wasn't that bad.
It wasn't
Gravity.
great.
Did you not watch it the way I did?
Gravity,
Clearly
in my
not.
honest opinion, was like this year's Avatar. It was like a ride more than a movie.
Yeah.
It's
can
like
see
when you go to those IMAX theaters in the museum, they sit you down, they give you the glasses. It's a ride. It's eye candy. So was Avatar.
Right.
And
It
the
had
next
no
7 Avatar movies that are going to come out.
Really?
They spent like 10 more
There's like
minutes for
4.
focused on plot and stuff. It might have been decent, in my opinion.
I just wish some of the stuff in it would have been a little more realistic. Like they went with that whole like chain reaction satellite explosion debris field thing, which from everything I've read is not real. It's not that shit is. It's like, oh, there's so much stuff in space. It's like, yeah, but space is so goddamn big. Like even shit in orbit, it's so huge that like things pass by each other all the time, and they're like miles and miles and miles apart. I mean, like, it's not likely.
Time out.
David? Yeah.
Stuff in movies aren't real.
Okay, you got me. You got me.
We're gonna have to have this talk with you sometime.
It's the Christmas party all over again when we told Jimmy Santa's not real.
Getting ready to say
That's
that.
fine.
All right. So anyway,
Yeah,
so-
evidently we had this. If anyone is just tuning in and doesn't really know much about what we've done, we did the 2014 summer movie draft, and
those
it has come to an
watching,
end.
remember, those watching can see the results right there on the right hand of your screen, eh? Not to give any spoilers away, but but people should have known where things were if they've been watching this show at all.
Yes.
But those are the
They know I was
final.
on top for a while.
Those the final tallies. All the tallies.
So Pete, I don't want to give out any spoilers or anything, but who won? And the winner is.
The winner is MythWit Mike.
Y'all lucky
Nice.
this time.
He comes home with all the monies.
It's because of the two shockers in that lineup. I knew Transformers was going to get some money, but $100 million on opening weekend. That's
How much
both
it made?
amazing. That's just opening weekend. That was both amazing and sad. I was happy and disappointed in the human race as a filmmaker.
All right.
Why were you disappointed? It was a decent movie.
It took so dang long for the Dinobots to show up, but when they did, I'm just like,
All right. So look, let's
Man,
go through
People
it.
splooge their pants and stuff. I'm like, it's serious, but it's not that serious.
All right. So let's go through it. So, Mike, do you want to pull up the history
What would you
there?
like?
The bar chart there.
The one with the pretty pictures.
Yeah.
I can-
Pretty pictures.
You hit that button, and then you hit that button, and then all of a sudden, this
You
is
got
what
a
see.
screen share. All right, so if you notice, right in the beginning, Team Deadpool, and it's cool because we got this screen up and we got the totals over here, so that works out great.
Okay.
You got Team Deadpool starts this game off like hard as a motherfucker, man. Like blew the shit out of everybody throughout
You already
like
know how the black man got to get the head start.
all the way. I mean, like all the way up till August, right? They are
Yeah.
like killing,
I was killing.
and it, yeah.
Adrian didn't do nothing.
That's true.
Damn.
I think, hey, DeVon, remember when we were having this? We were having a little chat on, because we all had on Facebook. We had a little Facebook group where we were all ribbing each other and just discussing it amongst ourselves and stuff. But I honestly believe that if Adrian hadn't screwed you on a couple of those purchases where he was just like, "Oh, let's buy this," like you might have had a better shot, because I think it was which movie?
Tammy.
It was Tammy. Let's see, because you had Captain America, was just shot you through the roof in the beginning.
Well, hold on.
And-
No, wait a minute. Who was the big advocate for Captain America? DeVon, was that you or Adrian, or both of you? Were both of you like crazy about
That
that?
was all me.
Okay, that
No,
was
yeah,
you. Okay.
DeVon got that because we couldn't get a hold of Adrian at first and was like, all right, it's going to be all DeVon. And then Adrian kind of chimed in at that night. He showed up, so we're like, all right, well, you guys will definitely be a team. But I mean, I even told DeVon.
Then it's
before, I
like
was
after the draft, he like dipped out the contest. I'm like,
yeah,
I gotta put the seam on my back.
this is all you. I mean, coming in second place is all you. As far as I'm concerned, you get all the credit. So,
Well, I just don't want to take
think-
anything away from Adrian,
right?
just because
I
he
think
ain't here. I mean, somebody got to defend him.
I think draft day, definitely screwed you. I think draft day was the worst box office movie this summer.
Wasn't it
20
blended?
million, but I'm not sure.
Wait, wasn't Chef worse than Draft Day though?
No, I think
Money
what
wise?
Mike is talking about, money spent versus money earned.
Oh,
Right,
Chef
'cause-
also had a limited release.
Dude, we'll get into these. We'll get into these, but
All right,
I
we'll
got
come
something to say
individually.
about Chef.
But yeah, so the analysis that I did was it wasn't what killed DeVon or what put me into first place near the end is not the best movies that I picked. It was the best of the two worst movies that I picked. There was only about like 20 or 30 million at some point near the end of the draft. There was only like 20 or I don't know, 40 million. I can't remember what it was. The difference, and it was a 26.
Go back up,
million
Mike. Go back up so people can see what we're talking about. There you go,
Okay.
right there.
There was, and when the draft ended, I think, I think we were talking about this around this point. If you can see my mousing over this, at this point there had been, and I did raise up a little more, but there was only like $20 million difference between the two worst movies and the our two worst movies. So it was a difference. If you would have gotten a different worst movie that did even $20 million more, you would have been probably more of a contender. And I did luck out with the
Luck out.
other woman.
The other woman was ridiculous. Okay, that was a fucking sleeper, man. That was crazy how much money that made.
What can I tell you?
All right, so can we get down the list in order of time? Do you have that?
Well, would you like me to pull up the one that had the movies and when they came out?
Yes. Yeah. Let's do that one.
Okay, give me 1 sec. That's the only one I did not do yet. But if I do this and open in a new tab and then voila va.
Okay,
there we
cool.
go.
Perfect. All right, so Captain America comes out and just fucking kills. I mean, kills. That movie did fantastic.
one does not simply stop Hydra.
Yeah, no doubt. And then Rio 2 did really well, too. I wish I had gotten into that one instead of that stupid fucking planes that I picked up.
Hail Hydra.
All right? so Rio 2.
Planes killed in China.
Real good. Oh,
In
good choice.
China.
Oh, you ought to be glad that Mike didn't get the worldwide for Transformers, because that made like 300 million worldwide
I saw that too. I'm like,
Yeah,
God damn.
in the opening weekend.
that's right.
So then Draft Day rolls in, and that takes a
look at that.
huge shit.
Transcendence was worse than Draft Day.
Transcendence took a big shit.
Yeah.
Other Woman is a sleeper. That comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It almost hits 100 million.
The Other Woman is like a shart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
So
Hit you at the last minute.
So then we go down to Amazing Spider-Man 2, which did great. Neighbors did way better than I thought it would do.
Oh, I knew it was going to do great.
Well, I knew it was going to do well. I just didn't think it was going to do 150 million well.
I told y'all that was gonna be a good movie.
Then
So, Ian, if you knew it was going to do great, why didn't you? I don't know.
I
don't-
think we know the story.
Uh-huh.
So then, so Chef didn't do too good. That had a limited release. That was kind of, to be honest with you, I don't know why that was in the box office draft.
Yeah, that was weird.
Because it's a limited run movie, and I don't think anyone said anywhere that it was going to be a limited run movie when we were doing the bidding, which kind of shot Ian in the foot.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He bet $16 on it. So.
Yeah, no, I'm just
That was relatively large.
so $1 Million Arm.
But wait a minute, Pete.
That-
Didn't you,
it's all
you
me and
also
you
said
next
you were
draft.
surprisingly impressed that
Well-
it said that Chef was a good movie.
I want to go over these as we'll
Okay,
go
all right,
back
I'm
over
sorry.
these and talk about our thoughts on the movies.
All right, we're
I'm
just
just-
going down the line.
Just going down the line. Okay, see, $1 Million Arm, fucking bit nuts. That should have done better. I
Like a
mean,
dick.
that was ridiculous. It did so terrible. Godzilla,
I'm sorry, mega dick.
Godzilla, we knew was going to do well. Brian, good call on that one. You knew that.
Yeah, but I'd ask you something, Brian.
50.
Having in retrospect, having spent 50 betting unit dollars on Godzilla, would you go back and have changed that, or do you stand by it?
I would stand by it. Transcendence would be the one I would like to fix.
I can relate to that.
I got a bunch of fixes on mine. So-
Because it was one of those movies, it's like, yeah, it sounded amazing on paper, but when you watch it, you're just like, oh.
All right,
Yeah.
Maybe Transcendent should have been the limited release instead of Chef.
let's keep going. So X-Men: Days of Future Past. That's what the hell is that? Ian, stop.
Ian, stop getting off of the phone. All right, so
I'm not
yeah,
even doing anything.
that was my 47. That was my $47 big draw. That was the one I said, you know what, I'm going all out on this one.
Yeah, that was no shocker. Blended. I don't even. What the hell was Blended?
That Drew Barrymore Adam Sandler movie in Africa.
It was a train wreck just waiting to happen.
All right, so I guess it did about what you think it would do. Maleficent, good call, David. I should have got that one.
Maleficent. I mean, to break 200 mil. Oh my god.
Yeah,
It was really good.
it was really good. All right, so a million ways to die in the West. That was my boner. that
Yeah.
that is right about where it should be. I'll keep going. Fault in Our Stars. Brian, good call on that one. You knew that was going to do well.
And you got it for a deal again, $9. So.
Edge of Tomorrow. Bad marketing on that. From what I understood, that tanked because of their marketing.
Yeah, I
anyone
heard the
else see
movie
it?
was amazing. I heard the movie was actually really good.
amazing. Tom Cruise was like OP in that.
All right, so we'll get back to that.
Okay.
All
All
right,
right.
so How to Train Your Dragon 2, I guess no shocker there. 22 Jump Street, huge shocker there. I had no clue it was going to do like that.
I gotta give credit to Ian.
Yep.
He
Good.
stood by that
Did
the whole
good,
time.
Ian.
Yes, he did. He said it was going to do well, and he was right. All right,
Still
so
came in last.
Think Like a Man 2 did about where I would have considered it was going to do. Transformers: Age of Extinction. I think everybody thought that was going to be a crappy movie, so it was going to do crappy in the box office. But we should have known that just because it's a crappy movie doesn't mean it's going to do crappy in the box office. I'm willing to bet that 244 is probably right about where it should have been.
But it had the worst
More or less.
opening weekend of all the Transformers movies. And I don't know. I didn't do any analysis as far as the other Transformers movies, if how that fares to the prior ones, as far as at the end of the season, how
Hey.
it did.
No wiki. So then,
Never
good on
underestimate
their part.
the power of Nickelodeon.
right? Actually, yep.
I think about it Transformers.
So Tammy.
Thanks, Marky Mark.
Tammy did pretty well, I think, considering.
Yeah. And for a steal, too, $6.
Yeah, no shit. Dawn of the
That was Adrian's pick, though.
Yep. Oh, that was Adrian's
Yeah, but
pick?
I think that
That's
was
the
like,
one movie he picked,
Yeah,
in the month.
Did I don't remember, and I haven't gone back to the tape. But does anyone remember? Did he pick that as far as like, hey, I am definitely standing by this movie, or did he just say, let's just?
Last I checked, he pretty much just threw it. He pretty much picked it just like. I'm
inclined to
I'm
say
just
the
gonna keep messing
latter.
up y'all.
Well, he was running out of money. They were running out of money, so they took it for
Yeah.
the 6 that they had.
$6.
Yeah, that's basically what I remember too.
All right, so and because nobody else wanted it, so Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I guess that's no surprise there. Sex Tape. I would have thought Sex Tape would have done better considering who's in it and everything.
Yeah.
The Purge. That did better. You know what? That did about what I thought it was going to do.
I'm surprised that breakout thing they had though.
What's that?
They had like a breakout experience thing, traveling cross country. I went to the one in Dallas with a couple guys.
Oh yeah. How you like that?
Was it good?
Was that fun?
It was
Okay.
until the end.
So Planes, Fire, and Rescue. I bought that out of desperation to get a kids movie. I should have just not done that.
It was. I mean, the original Planes came out like a year ago.
So
Yeah. But you had Rio,
So-
right, Pete? Or
No.
who had Rio?
I had
it
Rio.
was
Oh,
David.
okay. Yeah. You definitely
It was me.
chose wisely on that one, Dave.
So then Hercules, which, hey Brian,
About what I expected.
yeah, but for $7, man, that was worth $7.
You did good on that, man.
And
Oh,
then okay, so then highest grossing movie of the whole year, boom, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Captain America lost to Groot.
I knew it was gonna be a really good hit. I didn't think it was gonna be the highest earning movie.
I didn't either. I'm
Not only did you know it was going to be good, yeah, but you did strategic. You played it right. Even though you came in next to last place, and I just it would have been fun to still say you were in last place, but still, the fact that you strategically you kept your money and you only had to pay $26. Like that should have been like a $47 or a $50 movie.
Yep.
You know, and I did. Well, here I am giving advice to people, but you know, we got to keep that in mind. You know, you got a really awesome movie at the end. You better have some money in the bank at the end of this.
The only problem is I'll tell you, for bragging rights throughout the summer, if you pick your movies near the end of the year or halfway through the summer, you have to take shit from everybody all fucking summer long until your movies hit.
This is true.
So then, Get On Up did not do as well as I thought it was going to do, because I was like, oh, Get On Up, it's going to be great.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, thank you.
If they made it a little bit shorter, it would have got more
Every
money.
fucking show. I don't know. That Get On Up. I don't know. Guess what? You didn't know.
I didn't. I totally didn't.
Word of advice: don't hear advice from Pete.
No.
Pick up the movie.
Don't take advice on me on this game. All right, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles did way better than I would have ever thought.
That was a good movie.
And
Except for
The fact that it's getting a sequel just, ugh.
and then
sequel confirmed?
That physically gives me pain.
2016, May 2016.
and then
TMNT 2.
then we
Please
hit
take out the box.
Expendables 3, which was
That
Ian got stuck with that one, which sucks because the Jupiter Ascending probably would have kept him above me. Like Ian,
If it didn't get delayed to February of next year.
that would have kept you out of last place, Ian.
Yeah.
The lead kind of did affect it too.
You could look at it this way, Pete. Jupiter Ascending saved you from last place.
It did. Jupiter Ascending saved me from this, but that's the way the game's
Last
played.
place is my birthright.
And I'm surprised. I am really surprised Expendables 3 didn't do better. I mean,
That's what
I was
I'm
really
thinking
surprised.
too.
I saw the previews and it looked badass. Like I want to see it.
Yeah.
You grow a third nut watching it or something.
Yeah, I know,
don't
right?
But like,
Just so
instead you lost a nut apparently.
just so Chuck Norris can kick it, right? All right, so do you guys want to go through the movies, like what we saw and stuff?
Sure.
So
Yeah, let's do that.
let's go back up to the top.
Take it from the tops.
All right. So Captain America, fucking awesome movie.
Yes.
Great movie. Definitely Marvel's top 3 in
All
my
right.
list.
Here's
It
what
was
we should
pretty
do for this. Let's do this in some
It
kind of
was.
an order. All right. Since we have, well, all right. I guess we
There's
could do
6 of us.
Yeah. You know what? We'll do it from what is your name again? Brian. We'll do it from Brian, then to Dave, then to DeVon, then to Ian, then to
Wait a minute,
what's
Brian,
your name again?
Dave. Hold on, wait. Dave, DeVon, Ian, Mike,
Kinda like-
and I'll wrap it up.
Hold up, David's mic's muted.
Okay, that's the way we'll go.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
so starting with
Brian.
Captain America. Brian.
Winter Soldier.
Okay. So Winter Soldier, I mean, it's Marvel movie, yeah, it's going to be a smash hit, but when I watched it, god damn. Huge shocker. Like this, to be honest, I was kind of not digging the movie. I'm like, it feels like an espionage kind of thing. Like, it just feels like Born Identity bullshit. And then I watched it, and all these bombshells and setups. I mean, there's a reason I got a Winter Soldier poster over there. You can't see it right now, but I got a real big Winter Soldier poster over there. It's easily my second favorite Marvel movie. Obviously, Avengers is number 1, and Winter Soldier is number 2, and then Guardians is number 3.
Wow.
So,
Cool. So David, did you see Captain America?
Yep, I did. It was a freaking awesome movie. Yeah, definitely top 5 Marvel movie. I also like the way that I watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I like the way they incorporated a little bit of that into the agents.
Okay.
Made me want to watch it even more.
Okay, cool. And
But
DeVon.
yeah, it was definitely awesome movie.
TV.
Yo, that movie alone, just the way for it made it even better than the way they set it up, everything plot wise. So much splooge was shot that night.
Oh God.
What theater did you see it in?
He saw it at the Earl.
he's packing vibranium.
Sticky Seat Theater?
No, he
It
went
was
to the old abandoned Galaxy Theater in L.A.
I live in Texas.
In Baltimore, we have one of the Triple X theaters called the Earl. And,
Oh, the Earl.
Oh, man.
you saw Captain
No,
America,
hold
the
on.
Earl.
What's it called again?
The Earl.
Okay, I'll write that down later.
Yeah, ask your mother about the Earl.
It's-
She's been there.
Hey, Ian, it's right down by
Oh,
your
that's
house.
the one?
It's on Bel Air Road.
Yeah, that's the one.
I thought
Sticky
it was the one
Feet.
that's now a church.
Oh, could be. Oh, is it? Did they close it?
I don't know.
Oh, sad day to find that out. All right,
Ian,
so Ian,
moving on. Winter Soldier, Ian.
I did see it, yeah. I liked it enough. It was like an 8.5 to a 9. I liked how Aunt Robin was in it.
who?
Aunt Rob.
Yeah, from How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, okay.
She
Mike?
was in her first
Oh,
spell.
yeah, she was. You're right. Jeez.
Yeah, thanks for making me look like a dumbass, Dad.
No, I don't want to look like a dumbass.
Someone had
Oh,
one job.
God.
So, Mike,
Yes.
what'd you think?
Winter
Anything
Soldier,
to add?
The first Captain America movie turned me into saying Captain America's not too bad. It was better than I thought. Blah 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 blah. This movie turned me into a Captain America fan. And yes, I'm not the biggest comic book reader. I don't have a big history in doing that, like Pete and I know Brian has done a lot of that, and Dave and DeVon and all. You guys might have done that a lot too. But for me, just in watching the Marvel version of it and everything else, I just really turned me into a fan. And the actor himself, does it for me.
Chris Evans does it for you?
Yeah, he floats my he
Oh,
floats my nerd boat.
Okay.
But let's see. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say about it. I really enjoyed it. I mean, yeah, there were a couple of times when it was like, this could go a little faster. I think sometimes in these movies, these big blockbuster movies, they're going 2 hours, and it's like, if you're gonna go 2 hours, maybe you could put a little more in. Take a little of the boring crap out if you're not trying to don't push it into 2 hours if it doesn't need to be. Anyway,
I'm not gonna go over the same things you guys went over. Yes, and yes. Awesome movie. Things I liked about it were the fact that this is the Captain America from the Ultimate Comics and from the Ultimate line, and I never really liked Captain America all that much until the Ultimate line came out, and that's when I really liked Captain America a lot. And this is that Captain America, and they're doing a really good job of that. And also, I love Falcon. I think Falcon's cool, and I think they did a fantastic job with him, and I'm really looking forward to seeing more of that character in future Marvel movies. So I'm glad they brought the Falcon in. That's awesome. So that's it. So let's move to the next one, Rio 2. I did not see Rio 2, but anybody going down our list? Well, going down our list.
Brian?
Yep.
I was not able to see Rio 2, unfortunately. I mean, it looked good. I enjoyed the first movie. So hopefully when I do get a chance to see it, especially since I usually babysit from time to time.
I did see it. No, that's
A
right.
simple no would have done, Brian. just no, didn't see it.
So,
Oh, we'll get over it.
David, you have kids, so you saw it, right?
Yeah, I was dragged to go see it.
What did you think?
I liked Rio 1 better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. So, DeVon, did you see Rio?
Nope.
All right. Ian, Rio 2? No?
I did not. I saw the first one. I'm inevitably going to see it, though.
Okay. Mike, Rio 2? Probably not.
I did.
Oh, you
I
did?
see Rio 2.
When did you see
Yep.
it?
That's surprising.
Dude, I can't say that. I would never broadcast any of the methods that I would say used to.
All right. So you saw the movie.
Yes, let's just say I saw it, and
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're Birdman now.
well, yeah, but Anna, my wife and I, we saw that a while back. We saw the first one, and we just let's just see this one. I liked it enough. It held it. It stood up on its own. There were some things I didn't like about Rio 1, but this one was. I thought it was just fine. What didn't I like about this one? Oh, whoever did the voice for the Father Bird.
It was like Al Pacino or something, wasn't it? Or no?
Oh, no. I got it.
I think it was Robert De Niro.
Was it? Yeah. Yep.
To me, if it was De Niro, I kept hearing Dustin Hoffman for whatever reason.
Let me see here.
That was just weird. But anyway, all right, enough of that.
So actually, I'll take it back. I did see it. I forgot I'd seen it. That's how good it was. All right, next movie. Draft Day.
Okay.
So Brian,
Nope.
Excellent.
David,
No.
DeVon, this is yours. Where'd you go?
Take that as a no. Oh, is he frozen?
Screen's,
DeVon,
screen's black.
smile if you're not frozen. Okay, just have a
What?
bad mug on your face. Yeah, he's frozen.
I think DeVon's frozen.
I didn't see my own movie.
All right, it's your movie. Ian, draft day?
I don't know.
No,
But
Mike.
Colin saw it, right?
No.
Oh, all right. I don't know. No, he saw $1 Million on. Never mind.
Mike, draft day?
Nope.
Me neither. All right, pass. Next.
Next.
Transcendence.
Figures. That's why I was like,
Transcendence. So as we all know, this is the Johnny Depp movie where he's turned
Lawnmower
into
Man, practically, and I did see it. Luckily for free, but God, it sounded so good on paper. It was just one of those things where premise was pretty solid, a lot of good ideas, but then when it came down to dialogue and character actions, it's like all this hypocrisy and contradiction. I'm just like, stop.
Right.
How was the science in it, or the science or the reality?
Meh.
It was basic, you know. They didn't go really fleshed out on it. I mean,
which is good.
which is a good thing.
Better that way.
It's better that way when you go just basic and somewhat vague. I mean, it's because a lot of the stuff is based on science, and all I can say is, sounded great on paper. Execution was terrible.
Yeah, I thought so. So David, Transcendence.
No.
No.
Luckily, I didn't see it.
DeVon. Who's
I
still...
did see Transcendence.
Okay. And
Man.
what'd you think?
Thumbs up, thumbs
It was
down.
it was a good idea, but they dragged it out too much.
All right.
Okay. Ian, Transcendence.
Nope.
Mike, Transcendence.
Nope.
Okay, I saw Transcendence. I actually watched it while I was in Germany. I thought it was okay. I mean, there were things I liked about it. I'm going to say that I wouldn't pay any money to see it. So if it comes on cable, it's not a waste of your time to watch it. At least in my opinion. I don't think you're going to go, "Cripe, I want those 2 hours back." But you might want the $18 back. Now, some people, okay. So some people maybe not like it. It is. It wasn't the best movie. The science was a little off, but like you said, it didn't go too much into the science, so there wasn't a whole lot to criticize because you can't say, well, that was wrong because they said this, because they just didn't say stuff. So anyway, that was Transcendence. Mike, what happened to you? Oh, there you go. Okay.
Oh, he's still doing screen share.
All right. So Other Woman. Anybody? Anyone?
Nope.
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 Nah.
Okay.
Next.
No, hold on.
What?
Oh.
What I'm about to say is going to sound funny, but my wife went to see The Other Woman, and I didn't get in trouble.
Okay.
She was one of her favorite movies in the summer.
Really?
She totally enjoyed the movie.
Sweet.
That's surprising.
Okay.
I mean, like, it did 83 mil, so if a small group of people were bound to like it.
All right, well then, there you go. That's why I did so well. All right, so Amazing Spider-Man 2. Hey there, Bri Bri.
I did see it. Not in the theater. Luckily, I redboxed the DVD. I have 3 strong words for this movie, and it's nothing against you, DeVon, because I know this is your movie. I'll vote on it, but fuck that movie. That movie was so just writing-wise, it was a mess. I know they're trying to set up for Sinister Six, but fuck that movie. That was so bad. When I watched it,
don't hold back. Just be honest. Sorry.
Yeah, fuck that movie. Because when I was sitting there watching, I'm like, they learned nothing from Spider-Man 3. This is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
And they recently came out with an interview. They were interviewing Andrew Garfield, and it turns out Sony was doing their own cuts in editing.
Oh.
Apparently, because when you watch the movie, you don't like, oh, there's Harry Osborn. All of a sudden now he's a Green Goblin. No transitional scenes, no nothing. Apparently that got cut out, and that's a deleted scene in the movie. And I'm like, that would have been nice to see the movie. Also, that movie was a waste of Paul Giamatti's time.
Oh yeah.
Biggest waste
Totally.
of Paul Giamatti's time for it to play a poorly Russian accent acting character that only got like 8 minutes? Not even. Godzilla had more screen time than Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti only
Oh
had
my
like
god.
5-minute tops in that movie.
Yeah, Godzilla had 9.
The moment Godzilla's better than Paul Giamatti.
Spoilers. No.
How that ain't
Who cares?
spoilers? Anyone who's
Can't
watched
wait to get
any
to
Godzilla movie knows Godzilla's only around for like the last 10-20 minutes of a movie. So
Yeah,
Same with the Dinobots.
yeah, I'll give you that. But yeah, fuck
All
that
right.
movie.
David, what did you
Okay,
think of
David.
Spider-Man?
I saw Spider-Man, the first Amazing Spider-Man, and I politely declined to see the second Amazing Spider-Man. I didn't like
wow.
I wasn't really fond of the first one, so
Okay.
He's like
didn't want to
jury
spend my money.
selection. He's like jury selection. We respectfully decline.
so DeVon, did you like the Spider-Man?
I liked it.
Okay.
To be honest, I watched it just to see how they're going to kill off Gwen Stacy in this one. I wasn't expecting that little hand bite. I got the feels for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I
Gotcha,
didn't.
a little bit of.
You have no heart if you didn't catch the feels.
All right.
No.
So.
He was hot in that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was.
You know.
It'd be nice to see her come back as
Red
MJ.
Green Crackers.
yeah, just dye her hair red. She's just Mary Jane.
She's the perfect MJ.
Emma Stone in general.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
I'd pay for more Emma Stone.
We'd all pay for Emma Stone.
You guys would pay.
Let's move on.
All right. Anyway, so
Yeah.
Ian, did you see Spider-Man
Sir.
2?
I did not. I saw the trailers and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pass.
Okay.
You had one job, Ian. One job.
Jamie Foxx doesn't do it for me.
All right. So for
Ooh.
me, we're probably gonna pick this up a little bit. But
Yeah, we gotta move through these a little
for
faster.
me, Spider-Man, it had its high points. The high points for me were higher than the lowest low points, but the low points for me were definitely, and you know what? I don't, screw it, because that movie was out a while back. You know, that since May, we can spoil. So, you know, the whole what is it, Dynamo or Electro?
Electro.
Electro.
Dynamo.
The fact that he had his own theme song, like not the popular one that everyone wants, but it almost sounds like cartoon music.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
like
I don't
That
know.
was a kind of feel.
They didn't need to have him or the other guy. I mean, it was like superfluous. They didn't make it meaningful enough. They didn't tie anything together. It was just like, hey, you're here. Oh, and now
They
you're
tried,
here.
they, did,
Exactly.
they tried to do too much with one movie where they could have split it up and made even more money with 2 movies.
Or just do better writing.
What the hell is that?
Somebody wanted to see how the feed's doing, and so now we hear it.
Wait, what?
Just hit pause. No, yeah.
What happened?
It's not me. I'm muted.
I don't know. All right.
My hands
So.
are right here. So
All right. So, Mike,
Yeah.
you didn't care for it.
No, to me, I would give it a thumbs up, and it would be a very small kind of like you just get the nail thumb up, you know.
Yeah.
It's just,
All right. So I won't belabor this. I'll say
Exactly, Ian,
I'll
thank
just
you.
I'll just take it from the reading the comics and all that. I did like the way they did Harry, although again would have liked to have seen the transition.
Yeah.
Rhino, fuck that. They blew that.
Right. It was
Electro was too much. Like he wasn't. It wasn't consistent. Like he can turn into complete energy when he needs to, but not all the time. So it's like
he only changed when the plot needed him to.
right, exactly. So it's kind of like
plot hole.
I'm just like, why don't you turn into pure electricity now? How about now? Now would be a good time. Oh, not now? Oh, you're not gonna do it? Oh, but you were doing it like all day earlier, but now you can't when you really need to. Fuck this. Yeah, they boned that too. So yeah, I'm not a fan. I again, cable movie. Watch it on cable.
All right. Neighbors.
Did not see.
Nope.
Nope.
I saw it for guys' night.
I'm going to see it very soon.
It's on my list of things to see. I do like the attractions. I do like the, I did like the trailer. I just haven't had a chance to see it. I think that I'll be able to say it'll be a thumbs up. I think we all agree it probably will be a good movie, or was a good movie. That
Right.
We will have watched and liked after we do watch.
Gotcha. Okay, next, Chef.
Nope.
I wish, actually, honestly.
All right, Ian. I know you saw Chef, right?
I didn't get a chance.
Oh my God, I'm the only one that saw it.
I tried.
Did anybody
to
see
it, I couldn't
Chef?
find it.
I did.
I could not find it.
How was it?
All right, so look, let me put this from. There's a little bit of perspective here. I think you have to really like cooking to enjoy this movie the way I did. And not only that, but the movie kind of hit home because the movie's about this guy and his young kid, and he, he has this love of cooking, and so there was a couple things that were kind of. That movie was made for a guy like me. I loved it. It may be my favorite non-action movie in a long time.
Okay.
The soundtrack's amazing.
The soundtrack is awesome, but the movie itself is just it's well acted. The story's well told, and just from the food standpoint and all that, like all the food, like the cinematography was awesome. I don't know, it was good. It was just I thought it was a fantastic movie. I would have easily paid to see that. I would have paid to see it twice.
Did you have foodgasms?
I did. Oh my God, the food they were making, and I was just like, I'm getting so hungry. No,
Just the trailer did that to me.
yeah, but the story itself is really solid. I really
Dramedy? Was a good coming of age dramedy?
yeah. It's not really a comedy though. I mean, it's a drama, but it's like kind of a lighthearted drama. It's I don't know. It's great. The music is
It
you're
has
not
funny
kidding.
moments.
The music was fucking awesome. If you like, especially if you like any kind of like, the South Miami type music, your Cuban style, dun 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 dun. Dun. I forget what they call it. Salsa, is that what they call it? Or, no, that's
salsa-esque.
Flamenco?
yeah. It was good. It was
Yeah,
really
I
good.
think that's it. Flamenco.
That's enough for Chef. Watch it. You guys will like it.
$1 Million Arm. No.
No.
Could not bring myself to watch it.
Now, Ian's youngest brother saw it, and he gives it 5 thumbs up because he's a baseball big fanatic. So
Which would be
That
part of why I
movie
did
is
not
his
watch
Bible.
it.
yeah.
Next,
Gojira!
Oh boy.
Need more Bryan Cranston, need more Godzilla.
I don't believe it's your turn.
Yeah, right now we need
we
more
recognize
Brian
the gentleman.
Olvera.
Okay, so the two elephants in the room, you already said, yeah, we needed more Bryan Cranston, but you have to remember, anytime in a title sequence when it says and insert actor's name, you know they're gonna die.
Yeah.
Almost every movie that happens. When they have and before their name, they're not there for long. Now, it did its job. I enjoyed it, and everyone I talked to, even people who weren't hardcore Godzilla fans like me, enjoyed it. But yeah, the only two real problems, which aren't really that big of an issue, is Bryan Cranston should have been alive longer, and Godzilla, I said it, 9 minutes on screen. He only had 9 minutes in a 2-hour movie. But
it was a powerful 9 minutes. I mean,
oh my God, it was easily one of the best introductions for a character.
Are you talking about his head? His head had 9. His headshots were 9 minutes, but there was like a good 20 minutes of his tail, his ass swimming in the water. So come on.
Godzilla work?
Well, because here's the thing.
Bikini.
What? Godzilla does not conform to your views of beauty. All right, he is not fat. He is a voluptuous reptilian monster. All right. So like I said,
leave your sexual prowess out of this.
Hey, look. Real monsters have curves, all right?
Exactly.
He's a bit thick around the thorax, but I mean, he's a great guy.
So, a quick rundown for the movie. In my perspective, it did its job. Couple problems, but they got the right. What needed to be there was there, and they did it well. If you have not seen this movie or even seen the TV commercials for the Blu-ray and DVD, you know, yes, he does the atomic breath in the most amazing way.
Oh yeah.
It was so
Like,
OP.
I told people this when I saw it at the premiere. Yes, the middle was kind of terrible. Yes, they cock-teased a monster fight with a stupid newsreel. But if you just stick around for that third act, it's just like every Godzilla movie that was ever made from Toho. Yeah, it's humans, blah, 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 blah. Then last 20 minutes, yeah! That's how it is in every Godzilla movie. Just, it's always the last piece. And the movie did well. We are getting a sequel in 4 years because Gareth Edwards is doing the Boba Fett movie, and they already teased that Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah are supposedly going to be in the sequel.
I still think he should be called
What?
Kinky Dora. I like that name
Kinky.
better.
King Ghidorah.
He shows up like in a
It's a
leather
three-headed-
bodice. And,
It's a three-headed dragon.
right. Well, I know,
It's
but like
a
a
shiny three-headed,
I mean, like a
three-headed dragon.
look, a shiny
You
three-headed
got three
dragon
of another thing, if you know what I mean.
with his
Yeah.
nipples pierced. That would be awesome. And he could be Kinky Dora.
There's a reason it does that weird, like, feminine cry when it flies. It sounds like it giggles, but yeah.
All right. So
But-
David, what did you think?
It is on my bucket list. I will watch it. Did you say Boba Fett movie though?
Yeah.
did somebody
That's
say?
what I was thinking.
Did someone say Boba Fett? So yeah, okay. So DeVon, did you see Godzilla?
I already said my part.
Okay,
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
that's
he's
good.
the-
All right, so Ian, you jumped the gun. Ian, you see Godzilla?
Oh dear, yeah, I did.
Oh dear.
I'm
And-
gonna raise you. I need less Bryan Cranston, less people
Ooh.
in general.
Well, yeah. Either that,
Okay.
or a better main character, a better main actor.
Yeah, better main character, better.
I was
actor.
afraid
I can
Ian.
agree with that.
I was afraid Ian was gonna throw down the gauntlet and say 3 words. Fuck that movie. But
See, I'm tempted. Mom's
Yeah.
in the other room.
I know
But
he wasn't
I-
a big fan.
I don't like the movie. I'm excited for the sequel though.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm very conflicted about because
That's
I
what
think
yeah.
there was too much bullshit they had to deal with.
Well, you have to remember, like, this is a old ass franchise. It's almost as old as my dad. It's a 60-year-old franchise. Legendary had to be very careful when they made this movie. Now that they realize, okay, people like what we did, we can go balls deep. I mean, like I said,
Oh, I know.
just-
That's what I'm saying.
Like I
'Cause it-
said,
'cause
they
it-
just announced at Comic-Con we are probably going to see Rodan, Mothra, and King Ghidorah in the same movie fighting Godzilla in 2018.
Well, because if you think about it, you know, it's again another attempt for Americans to do a Godzilla movie, right?
We all know what happened when Roland Emmerich had the
Right.
rights.
So they
to the movie.
couldn't fucking bone it again because if they did, America would never be allowed to make another Godzilla movie ever. It would be all over.
There was literally a gun to their balls.
Yeah, pretty much. So Mike, did you see Godzilla?
Gojira.
Yeah.
I did, and I'm gonna say pretty much I agree with most people except for Ian, who saw it, as you know, with the different things. But what I will say is I think that to say that they did the best job they could do to set it up in a volleyball term. They really set it up for the spike. I think the next movie is really gonna bring it home. So I'm excited enough. I mean, I was never really the biggest Godzilla fan, but I did, leave that movie thinking that was better than I mean, when you have low expectations for a movie that, that's
Yeah.
going to bring 200 million and be that good, you definitely come away thinking that it was that good or better.
It was that good. So I saw
So-
Godzilla.
Okay.
And I thought it was pretty good. I'm not the biggest Godzilla fan, and I enjoyed it. I'd watch a second one. I'm gonna say I think Godzilla was on screen just enough. I don't think I would have had him on there more because I think that kind of takes away from it a little bit, which I think is kind of what they've done with a lot of these Japanese monster movies and Ultraman and stuff like that. They spend a lot of time with the characters building up the story, and then you bring the monster in. I think it would desensitize you to it. Like, he isn't as cool because he's on screen as much, and you get kind of tired of watching him do his thing. That's just my opinion, or how I feel about it. I think he was on screen just enough, especially for a first movie. and I really do. I think they did the franchise well. And I think Godzilla was cool. I mean, just cool in general. Like the way they handled the story. He comes in, he fights these monsters, and he rolls out. And he doesn't like mess with people. Like he's the good guy, even though he probably killed several thousand people stomping on him and blowing them up
not as
with
much
fire.
as Superman.
Right.
Man of
He
Steel.
didn't do nearly as much damage as Superman.
Not time for that. Well, that's a different day.
That's a different day. But yeah, no, I liked it. I'll watch the second one. I thought it was pretty good. Next,
Yeah, where are we?
X-Men.
X-Men.
X-Men. Oh, X-Men.
Oh.
Just because we have to get through this a little faster,
Yeah.
let's try and make these quick.
Sure. Loved it. Best X-Men movie ever. I'm excited for the sequel. Need I say more? I mean, come on. They got Peter Dinklage in it as well. Oh, and Team Quicksilver.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was my favorite scene in the whole movie.
David, you're skipping, Mike.
Whiplash.
I totally agree. Best X-Men movie that I've seen. I'm a big Wolverine fan, so yeah, it was perfect.
DeVon.
I agree with all of them before, but they need to explain how the claws got back.
They retconned it. Remember, they changed the past. So,
No,
I
I'm
mean,
saying even before the future.
he changed the entire timeline. It's just a cop out. It's a retcon. They retcon all the mistakes they made. Bryan Singer literally said this movie is meant to fix the crap that happened in 3 and Origins.
Right.
But there were explanations that I've read online where I would buy it. The bone claws would grow back, right?
But the metal claws coming back is what
the metal ones, they could have, if it's just metal, it's in and outside. He could have what do you call it? Recasted that on the claw parts.
Well, you got to
That's
remember.
what I read
hold
online.
on,
That it could
hold
have
on, wait.
happened like that.
But it doesn't. Even if so, that doesn't matter. He had the claws in the future, right? That was way in the future. Anything could have happened to get his claws back between that time. They wouldn't even had to have explained it, because that's what happens with superheroes. You know, shit happens to them. They try to mess them up in the comics. They try to change things up, and then the fans go along with it for a while, and then eventually they get tired of it and they get it back. Like, for example, Spider-Man in the black outfit,
suit,
the symbiote suit. I don't know if they had that planned all along, but I know they had the black suit, and a lot of people were bitching and moaning about it. I personally loved it. I was like, that is the coolest fucking thing ever. Keep it. And then it turned it into Venom, and Spider-Man went back to his old blue and red suit. And look at Superman. They kill fucking Superman. They must have killed him with fertilizer, because he comes back with 3-4 fucking versions of him. So anyway,
That being said,
oh, I loved it.
we're
Fucking
gonna
awesome
skip
movie. Next,
Blended.
okay.
If anyone wants to talk about Maleficent, which I didn't see,
It was really good.
Maleficent was
There's a-
awesome.
known
Yeah.
from
I
David.
think there's a porn star in it, but I'm not sure.
Maleficent was all right. I'll say one thing about
Didn't see it.
Maleficent. I'll say one thing about Maleficent. It was a movie that, as an adult, you can watch with your kids, and you're not like trying to like it. You can. It's okay for adults too. Like, it was decent. It was a decent story. Matter of fact, for little kids, it's not the greatest. It's like my kid was just like really on the border of being too young. That's it.
All right. And Million Ways to Die in the West.
All right, so I saw it.
Dick.
Anyone see it?
I did.
Nope.
It had funny parts, but it was not funny movie.
Anyone else have anything to add? Because I think that would pretty much describe
Mila
how
Kunis.
we all anticipated it.
Hey, I'll save you having to see the movie. The funniest line in the whole movie is he has gas, and it's the guy's father. It's the character's father, and he has gas, and he's farting. He's like, "Oh, nice, Dad. You're gonna kill yourself with those farts, right?" And he steps out the door, and you hear this. And he goes, "Ah, that one came out of my dick."
Of course, they took a dick joke to make us laugh at a second part of the movie.
Right. And that's the funniest line in the whole movie.
It's sad. I really wanted to see it because Ralph Garman was in it.
I mean, it did have some amusing parts. If you watch it on cable, and you get again, if we get it from Netflix for $1, just be prepared to like at some point go, okay,
Roll your eyes.
yeah, yeah.
All right, so
Next.
Brian, this was your movie, The Farts in Our Stars. Did you see it?
I hate you.
I did see it. I did see it. I enjoyed it. I mean, this was based off like a young adult, like it's. I don't want to say it's like an after-school special. It's like one of those like Dawson's Creek kind of atmospheric stories. It's very heartwarming. It's very emotional. I enjoyed it. I mean, but it's better than other young adult adaptation movies like Twilight.
I'm too sensitive.
Everything's better than Twilight.
I'd probably cry like a little bitch, and I'm just not in the right place to do that right now.
Is that one about the people who had cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The John Green novel. I mean, it's a good book, and the movie's pretty good too. I enjoyed it.
All right.
So.
Anyone else?
I agree with Brian. I actually saw it, and it was heartwarming, and yeah, it made me cry.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Hey, I just caught David's New England accent. Yeah, I just saw it. I saw that movie there. I saw it.
Oh, Lord.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was a good movie there, Ray.
Saw that movie there.
Hey, I'm from New England, Ray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rob, we're gonna talk about the Edge of
That's a good
Tomorrow.
chowder.
All right, Edge of Tomorrow.
I saw it.
Brian.
I was not able to see it. I really wanted to.
Nope, did not see.
David, no.
No? DeVon?
I did.
Okay.
The cliffhanger ending. They kind of took that from Inception.
All right, well, don't tell the ending because I might see it.
All right, yeah, because none of the panels seen it other than, well, I mean, I saw it. Ian?
I bet.
Okay. Here's what I will say about it. It definitely would hold up to the description that it is like Groundhog Day in space, or in sci-fi, a sci-fi version of Groundhog Day. But let's face it, when we saw Groundhog Day in 1991 or whatever, whenever it came out, it wasn't an awful movie. Bill Murray is Bill Murray, and maybe the movie doesn't hold up, Groundhog Day itself, but at the time it was a funny enough movie. And Edge of Tomorrow, I gotta say it, it made it edgy, and it was done well. There were just enough. It wasn't overly done with the whole, keep repeating the same freaking thing over and over and over and over again. They kind of like went in different periods, and that's all I'll say is, after you get an understanding of, okay, so this happens every freaking time he does it, and then now we have to learn what happens when, the next set of interesting things needs to happen. So you learn along with him through a timeline of it, and it's not linear, which is kind of cool. So I liked it, even though I really just have a problem with Tom Cruise as a person. He still does do good movies.
Okay.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, I obviously I went to go see it, and I pretty much how I expected it. I mean, there were a lot of great moments. There were a lot of the new characters were very interesting. The villain was a little cookie cutter, but Cate Blanchett's performance as spoilers, Hiccup's mother, she did a great job. It was just a great cast. The new dragons that they came up with, it was just great. It's I wouldn't say it's not like a good. The only comparison I can make is like when I saw Kung Fu Panda, I liked it. When I saw Kung Fu Panda 2, I fell in love with it. It was better than the original. This one, they're about the same. I enjoyed it. Definitely worth the purchase or seeing. I enjoyed it.
All right.
I'm gonna
David?
see it.
I haven't seen it yet, but I have kids, so probably will.
Oh yeah. DV.
The Ice Dragon was OP.
Yeah, the Bewilder Beast.
Yes.
Man, that's
Alright.
crazy
It's
stuff.
like when they got two of them fight each other, I'm like, my God, this is epic.
Yep.
Ina?
That's it.
Nope, and don't call me that on air.
Oh,
There was
Everybody call him
stupid
that
then,
now.
it's stupid now.
all right. So, Ina, you saw. I mean, you were a big fan of 22 Jump Street. So
Okay.
we're gonna hold on, wait till get to you. But Brian, did you see
Nope.
22 Jump Street?
Nope.
David?
No, but I knew it was gonna do well.
Yeah,
Tatum.
that's right. He's a hottie. DeVon?
Haven't seen it yet.
All right. Ian?
Oh my God, this movie is so good. It is one of my favorite movies I've seen ever. It's one of the only movies I've actually laughed really hard in the theater. Like I almost fell out of my chair. There's a stupid plot twist, but that's any comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like somebody just blues their pants.
Oh my God, I have to change.
Oh. So should we go and see it at the Earl?
Theater time.
22 Wank Street.
Well, actually, it's funny you mentioned that because
22-inch street.
Oh.
Oh my God.
it came out on
Why?
the table, and I thought, oh, let me buy this movie. So I went to go buy it, and the next thing you know, I didn't know it was one of those other sex channels. I'm watching 22 Hump Street.
Oh, God.
So, I haven't seen it yet.
So how was 22 Hump Street?
Yeah, that sounds like a good.
It didn't
Did
To
it
hold
be
up
have the same
continued next
stupid
time.
twist?
it did not hold up to 21 Hump Street.
You saw both?
22 did.
All right, next.
Once you buy the package.
All right. Think Like a Man 2. Nobody saw it. Transformers:
I
Age
did.
of Extinction.
I think I found a transformer.
Did you just say that you saw Think Like a Man 2?
Yes.
And how did you like it?
Gabrielle Union kind of. To be continued. Just know.
All right, next.
All right. Transformers: Age of Extinction. Brian.
Yeah, I saw it again for free, thank God. There were some cool moments, I will admit. I hate to sound cynical and mean, but I'm glad LaBouffe is not in it. I swear to God, if they put that whiny little bastard as KC in fucking TMNT 2, someone's gonna get stabbed. But there were good moments in it, and I loved the choice for the villain. But it was just so long. It was just I would have enjoyed it more if it wasn't like almost 3 hours. It was really long, man.
Yeah.
God, it was just too long for a Transformers movie. And no Transformers movie should be that long. But I mean, I enjoyed most of it. I would recommend it. Just bring like something to drink or go to the bathroom first.
Dave.
My friends caught me before I went to go watch it and told me don't go, so I didn't.
So what you're saying is you didn't saw it right there.
I did not see it.
DVD.
Saw it. Had my opinion. No regrets.
Okay. No regrets.
Well, that's an endorsement.
Ian?
Thank you.
Why do you
I
keep
didn't
doing
see
that
it,
to
but-
him?
It's my nickname for him. I call him Ina. It's an old story. It's not going to be told now. So anyway, Ian.
Next episode.
I didn't see it, but I love that one line.
Which
It's
one?
the most marked. I've quoted it 3 times. I think I just found a transformer.
Transformer.
It's the most
Ugh.
Mark Wahlberg line you could possibly.
Yeah, it is. That's Mark Wahlberg in a nutshell. If you want to summarize Mark Wahlberg's acting talents, just quote that line do it the way he says it. That's Mark Wahlberg in a nutshell.
True.
Yeah, it's true. All right. So again, I did not. I thought that I was gonna go. I thought that I was seeing Transformers: Age of Extinction. I hit the button to go and buy it. Next thing you know, I'm watching Transformers: Age of Erection. So.
Oh, jeez, Mike.
You need to call your cable company, man. That's a problem.
So I
Either
did.
that or get my eyes checked because I'm not on the
Who's
right.
your provider? Cox Communications.
Oh, gulp, gulp.
Nice.
I didn't see it because I felt for sure it was gonna put the stink in extinction. You like that?
And how
So
ironic
many
that.
shots fired.
I wish this was vodka.
Would think that would happen in Planet of the Apes. But anyway, can we skip Tammy? Can we all agree to skip
Yes,
Tammy?
let's skip it.
Yeah.
Sound
Skip.
off on Tammy. Tammy, no one.
No one, Tammy, go.
All
I
right.
have some very strong opinions about that.
I'll bet you do. Keep them to yourself, son. All right, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I saw it. I mean, I liked it. Like I said, great setting. I loved how the world was set up. The whole thing about the simian flu was kind of meh. I'd rather it be just apes, put us on the chopping block. But great acting. The villain on the ape side really caught me off guard. The Kova, it's something like that. But I just remember that scene when he's messing around with those two human guards, just playing around, and then he just swipes the gun and shoots them in cold blood, and just that creepy ass smile. That's what I take away from that movie, because that's like a money scene from that movie. But I enjoyed it.
That's your money shot there. All right, so
David.
Air Up. Yeah, it was a good movie. Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
It was. I liked it.
TV.
I need this movie in my life.
Does that mean hasn't yet entered you in your life yet?
I haven't got. I was supposed to go see it, then the Fire Nation attacked.
And everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Ian.
I completely forgot to go see it.
Okay. Well.
You got another job, Iana.
Well, yet again, and I apologize for this, but
oh Jesus.
here
Cox
I am.
Communications.
I'm thumbing through, and I'm like, hey, I've definitely been wanting to see this movie.
Planet of Oh God, don't do it. Don't do
Dawn.
it. Don't do it.
Don't say-
Planet of the Gapes?
No, Planet of the Rapes.
Oh,
Oh.
dude.
Why is that in the title?
I knew it. I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it was gonna be that.
Yeah, you did. Well, you know me. Okay.
Frankly, I'm disappointed. I would have gone with
Completely
Gapes.
unrelated note.
Gapes
Was
is
there
better.
one for Think Like a Man too?
Thank you.
Hey, I make my own jokes. I don't need writers. Peter.
You clearly do.
No, I have not been entered by the apes yet, but I wish to be.
Okay. Yeah, you need apes in your life.
Don't tell the missus.
All right. Whoever saw sex tape, chime in. Barring none. The Purge Anarchy. Whoever saw it, chime in.
More
Barring
crickets.
none. Planes, Fire and Rescue. If you have to say something about it, say it. If not, forever hold your peace.
Planes Ones was better.
Okay.
It was.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking.
Hercules. Unfortunately, I was not able to see Hercules.
That was your movie.
That was, hey, out of all the movies I bid on, that was the only movie I was not able to go see.
Okay. All right, fair enough. I don't think
Dave?
anybody see that one, did they?
No.
All right.
DeVon, no. Ian, no.
Nope.
I mean, Pete, you're a huge Hercules fan.
Yeah.
But not a Brit Ratner fan. I don't think anyone is.
No, that movie looked retarded, man. I'll probably catch it on cable or something, or on
Don't
the
let Mike find it on his cable.
yeah. I'm not gonna try it on Mike's cable because I'm like
I don't think anyone's going to look at Mike's.
Anocles or something or.
No.
Enocles, I like that.
Anocles.
Or,
God.
or Herpocles.
Or Hera's cleave.
Oh
right.
yeah.
Let's talk about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Do we really need to? Do we
No.
really need to?
I don't think we
We
do.
all saw it.
I don't think there's a
all
person
saw
on
it.
Earth
That
who hasn't
movie
seen
was
it.
insane.
We all saw it.
I was-
We all have the same opinion. For God's sake,
I sang in theaters. It was great.
a lot of
Unfortunately, I'm probably the only idiot in the whole world that hasn't seen it yet, and there's a reason. There's a reason
Okay,
for that.
we're
but,
raiding Mike's place. We're forcing him to watch that movie.
but I really
Ian,
I'll
talk to your
see
dad.
it. I'll be seeing it soon.
I'll tell you why Mike has
Got
not
that
seen
right.
it yet. It has not become available on the channel that he generally watches movies, and I'll leave it at
The
that.
ZZ Network.
No. The yeah. So
Yeah.
So I saw it. I'll just make one comment. So awesome movie. No more needs to be said about that. But I saw it at a drive-in, so that was awesome.
Oh.
That was really
Oh,
cool.
that does sound
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, and an old school drive-in, one that's been around forever. So that was really badass.
You're the real MVP for that.
And I'm gonna say that I knew Rocket Raccoon was gonna be okay, but god damn, they did a good job with him.
Everybody said, I know all y'all said, that basically my whole prediction for Rocky was Rocket. I mean, hey Rocky. But I know I boned that prediction. All right. Anyone else got anything to say? I mean, it
Nope.
was the biggest movie, so no.
Oh,
Okay.
what are y'all's thoughts on post-credit teaser?
Oh, I remember that.
Okay. So here's the downside of seeing it at a drive-in. So even though the screen at drive-in is usually pretty big, we got there late because they usually show multiple movies, and we went just to see Guardians of the Galaxy, so we didn't get the best seat in the house. We were a little far away, so we couldn't see all the stuff that people were talking about that were going on in the background, because you kind of had to have like a really good view to see some of the stuff in the collector's
You
area.
spoil it for him?
Yeah. So, what are you doing, Ian?
I'm sitting on my bed and I tipped over.
Oh, all right. So
I know, very unfortunate.
go ahead, Brian. What did you think of the spoilers?
I have no faith
I mean,
in
the
this
I'm sorry, the end
now.
credits.
Okay. I'll say this. The post-credit teaser scene, didn't care for it. The reactions to that post-credit scene, hilarious. Because there were so many "the fuck is this" in the theater.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Because people forgot that, okay, spoiler alert, and if anyone has not, you have to be living under a rock if you not know what the post-credit scene was. Basically, it's back to the collector's lair after the disaster.
The collector.
And pretty much, there's this Russian cosmonaut dog that goes up to the collector, just kind of sitting next to him while he's drinking some exotic space vodka or whatever. And you hear this character talk, and it's Seth Green. And then you look, it's fucking Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
People forgot that he was a Marvel character. In fact, Disney used to hate Marvel for that character.
Hey, we know that, Pete, don't we? Because of our interview with what's his name, Duncan, and the other guy the other night.
Yep.
A couple weeks ago.
Yep. They mentioned something about
Yeah,
that.
we did talk about that. All right. So get on up. Anyone?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm
Bueller.
disappointed. I'm really disappointed. Get On Up should have been a better movie. Should have been more.
Right. Well, yes. Write your congressman.
Okay.
Teenage
Shut up.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Oh
Outside.
my god.
Anyone?
Okay. Yes.
Here we
What's
go.
up, Brian?
All right,
Let's
everyone.
move
take
to a
nicer
take break
place.
because this is going to take a while.
No. I'll do this quickly. All right. Turtles were great. That just why? Okay.
Use your words, Brian. Use your words.
I'm trying. I'm fighting off an aneurysm that I'm developing right now.
Take
The
your time.
turtles were actually great. When the turtles were on screen, I felt like a kid again watching the show. Turtles were great. The actors were great. The voices were great. Even Johnny Knoxville did a great job as Leo. It didn't bother me that much. Tony Shalhoub as Splinter, they could have gotten someone better, but I like Tony Shalhoub, so it didn't bother me. Robo Shredder. Why Robo
Yeah.
Shredder?
They try too hard.
What I hate about this movie, they might as well have called this movie April O'Neil with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because it was mostly about Megan Fox's character all the time. Spoiler alert! You would think that the Turtles would finally overcome their challenges and defeat the Shredder. Take a wild guess who actually beat the Shredder.
Spoiler alert.
Take a stab.
The rat.
No.
Casey Jones?
Will
He wasn't even in it.
He wasn't even in it.
Oh.
Frickin' April O'Neil saved the day!
Oh,
I swear to God. Oh my God. So basically, it's a fight on a rooftop. Granted, if there's any scene that redeemed a lot of the cons of this movie, it was the elevator scene. Look it up on YouTube.
MC Mikey.
MC Mikey. I love that scene. Rooftop fight, the tower antenna's kind of falling over, Owen's falling. It's the classic, monkeys in a barrel. They're all, holding onto each other, and, Leonardo throws his sword, and it barely nicks Shredder. Just the tip. Just the tip, folks.
Just the tip, yeah.
Just the tip. Next thing you know, freaking April O'Neil kicks the sword into his neck, and he dies. And I'm just like, it was right around here. I was like, really? Like, why is this even a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie? They felt like
Michael Bay owed Megan Fox a favor.
Well, no. Oh, dude, Megan Fox and Michael Bay have a very toxic relationship. They hate each other. Why do you think Michael Bay only paid for this movie, and they got the guy who made Battle Los Angeles to direct this movie, a.k.a. Little Mikey, because he likes to copy everything Michael Bay does.
Oh, yeah, good.
Turtles were the highlight of the movie. Save your money, save all that crap. Just watch the elevator scene on YouTube, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. So, anyone else? Turtles?
Nope.
The song they had at the end they had a good feel to it, then it just went down.
Oh, what is this? Shell Shocked?
Shell Shocked. Yes, that song.
I don't think the rappers, just like in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie with the Jim Henson characters, I don't think the rappers had any idea they were supposed to be making a song about turtles.
I don't know, man, because in the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, come on, man, ninja, rap, ninja. Go
no,
turtle,
no.
Go.
I'm talking about the other one. Where they were talking about it was the rap song where the rapper said that Raphael was the leader, and it caused all of us as grade school kids to fight with each other about who was the leader. But
those are some good fights, though.
Yeah, the fights were great. The action was great. Again, Mikey Jr. Turtles were great, but
I heard
why?
Real quick, I heard that the for ninjas that these things were like ginormous.
Yeah, like they were especially Raph. Raph was like 9 feet tall and roided out. He was a wall of tortoise shell and bricks, man.
So like
Spoiler.
So like a
the fact
ninja.
they cracked his shell, I still don't get how that happened.
So like a ninja, they were very easy to sneak around and quiet and.
Yeah.
No.
Like what sold me though was their personality. It felt like the actual characters from the comics and in the show. The relationship with each other. That's what sold it. That's why I said just watch the elevator scene on YouTube. You can find it. It's not one of those like leaked bullshit where like the producers will yank it off YouTube.
Okay.
Just look up the scene. There's no real other reason to watch that movie besides that scene, in my opinion.
All right.
And the Expandables.
I don't think anyone saw that.
I did.
Did you? Oh, okay.
And what did you think?
Well, the way I got it, I shall not speak of.
That's fine. Just talk about the movie.
Yeah, just.
I mean,
what did you
they could have
think?
gone in depth with some of the newer characters a little bit more, but it was decent.
Better
enough.
than the first or the second one?
It was definitely better than the second one, but not as good as the
Second one
first.
was atrocious.
Yeah.
But
All right.
but good cheesy goodness.
They put a few too many one-liners in there.
Oh, okay. All right.
What's the point?
I think that
All
was
right.
the purpose of the movie.
So I think, Mike, we're done with the box office draft. I mean, let's do.
Other than just to see this one more time, DeVon.
Yeah. Let's do the numbers real quick.
Okay. Here is your final 2014 MythWits Summer Movie Draft totals. MythWit Mike wins with $803 million.
Thank you for not saying that.
And Team Deadpool, or DeVon, is in second place with $725 million. In third place would be 14 Degrees North, or who was representing would be David.
David.
$654 million donuts. And
Donuts.
Brian, $594 million, which we're pushing there for third place. And Pete climbs out of the bowels of last place with $506 million right at the very end.
Yeah.
And
Your boy.
My son, who fell far, far from the tree, $398 million.
So everybody, we were nothing but a big giant Cafis sandwich.
Actually, you know what I see from this?
What?
You know, Mike, you should just be happy because that means you're still beating your kid. You know,
That's right.
that's gonna change soon.
Still beating your kid.
Oh man.
Do you know what the last place person has to do to the first place person?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Pay for Chipotle.
Would you shave my coin purse?
Just say it.
You can
Poor
take
Ian. Poor Ian.
you can take your shirt off. That'd be all right.
If you get sweaty and want to take your shirt off, that'd be just fine.
Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh
That
God.
All right, so next, hey,
I
So-
love you so much.
so Mike, there is a winner one, right?
There will be a winner one. And just so you know, if anyone is interested, we do this. Anyone is welcome to join this. The league for the box. It's called BoxOfficeDraft.com. They are still in alpha, but every draft they end up making improvements to the site, and anyone's welcome to start up their own league, where you could just continue to play and along with us. Now, I don't have it with me right now written down. I think I left it at work, but we will before the winter draft comes, we will discuss what the teams are going to be. We'll have that all lined up because I think we were talking about teams. Here's preliminarily what we're going to do. Depending upon who we can get, and we're trying to get some big names to join us, like Scott Sigler and A. Kovacs to join us in the draft. We were trying to get who else? Pete, we had possibly thought we could
Maybe
get
Paul
someone
Cooley.
Paul Cooley.
Who are the
Maybe.
Ben 10 guys?
That
None
would
of
have been
action?
cool if they wanted to join, but I think they're probably
Yeah,
a little too
get
busy.
them.
They're a little too
No,
busy,
no.
dude. You have no idea how hard that was to wrangle.
Yeah, but let me
No.
see. There was some other people.
I
So
missed
we're
everything.
we're looking at, it could be quite conceivably either 5 or 6 teams, and those teams will each have just 2 people in them, and those 2 will, each person, if each person puts up $20, that means we could have a nice little pot. So this time we were thinking about going with money, going in with a pool so that there's actually a little bit of money on the line. I could kind of kick my own self for not recommending that earlier.
Yeah.
Trying to
But,
spot me.
Mhm.
So I'll always have the well. If only we'd have had the money when the because first place could go to last place very quickly. So, but more information as that happens. We can definitely.
I'm now recruiting for Team Deadpool for the draft.
I already told you who your teammate is.
Ian,
That is correct.
Oh
gotta
yeah.
man up.
All right, so hey Brian,
Wrong, right.
I think it's me and
Better
you.
nicer.
All right.
You like that?
Oh wait, that makes us BP.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
That's right. So
We're gonna cause a horrible spill.
All right. Well, either that or we're PB. We go with jelly, baby.
It could have been worse. You could be team with me and be team, DP.
TP.
TP.
I kind of like that team.
I think my team needs a lot of improvement.
So David, you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome to come back for the next game. Let me think. So we're talking Mike and Allegra, me and Brian, Ian and DeVon, David, and whoever else we can bring in.
I need help on this team.
Yeah,
So
I
that's-
have it written down somewhere. I had a team layout that I think really worked well.
Okay. So David, you might get on with one of the special guests.
Awesome.
So what are you trying to say?
Nice.
What's his name wasn't a special guest?
Who's that?
Actually, who was it? 14 Degrees North. What's his name? I'm blanking on his name right
It
now.
was an author. I remember that.
Yeah.
Mark.
Yes.
Damn it, Mark.
No, not Mark. Damn it.
Mark Edwards.
Mark Edwards.
No, Mark Edwards was a special guest. So
Yeah.
you.
I think he was like, he kind of like when we after the draft when we all started chatting and stuff, he was like, you got time for that.
Yeah, I know. So hopefully we'll try and find somebody who's a little more into it. but yeah.
All right. So I would propose that if you guys are interested, we could do a match with, because I have one prepared for tonight.
Hey, wait a minute, David. Did you ever win RNGM?
Yeah, I did.
You did. Hey,
Yep,
Mike.
I won it.
Maybe we bring Chris Pearson possibly.
That's a possibility.
Ah, New England connection.
Yeah, not only that, but he's Iron GM. You'd be Team Iron GM, or maybe oh no, you know what? You know, it'd be even better, David. Well, no, Chris would be great. Don't get me wrong, I love Chris. He's awesome. But what would be really cool is to get Lou in as David's partner. Lou Agresta
Yes.
Yep. Or
Mr.
Roan.
or Roan, either one, Mr. Iron GM themselves. So anyway, we'll think about it.
So here's what I propose. Because it's match wits with the MythWits, Brian and Pete at least have to be on the panel. So we have either Ian, DeVon, or Ian seems to be having issues, but we have,
I volunteer as
welcome
tribute.
back, buddy. We have Ian, DeVon, and Dave. Do we either have somebody who wants to be the matchee, who will, I don't know if you guys know, if you guys don't know this game, I'll be explaining it to you, but basically if you guys know about Match Game, like Match Game 76, you guys know basically how this works, except it's a reversal, so that one person, well, no, it's a matching, so, but the panel will have to match the one person instead of the one person matching the panel. So,
Well,
is
I have
there
one
any,
question.
It's easier than you think it is.
yeah. What?
That play.
And he froze. So, let's see. He'll be back.
Let's match with David.
Okay. All right. So David, you are going to be the matchee. So you'll definitely need to have your paper. Everyone have their paper ready.
Yes.
Ian,
hold
are
on.
you still with us, Ian, or are you gone?
He disappeared.
All right. He'll be right back.
He might have froze out like I did earlier.
Yeah. All right. So.
So Mike, let's keep this to like 3 questions. We got to get a match within 3.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I
All
have
right.
5. but,
Okay.
Well,
All right.
I'm just talking about time wise.
Well, all right. Well, let's see how it goes because
Okay.
this might be able to go quick.
Okay.
Brian and DeVon and Ian and then Peter.
So
Brian,
sorry about this.
DeVon, Ian, Peter, and we have David. And Matt. Okay, so it's David. Oh God, what was it? Oh, that's right, David Diabetes. All right,
Diabetes.
Yes.
David Bananabetes.
Mission accomplished.
Just call me David B.
Hey Mike, give yourself just a little more volume, would you?
Okay.
Just a
Oh,
little
you
bit.
know what? You're right. I don't know why that. Oh, my cord hit the doohickey.
All right, there you go. That's better.
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start the intro, and here's the game. All right. David Benavides, get ready to match wits with the MythWits. And here is your host. I'm I'm your host, Michael K. Fist. Sorry.
Here's your host.
And
Righty out.
with us tonight, we have Brian Olvera. Are you doing the switching?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, Brian O'Vera.
DeVon, whatever your last name is.
White.
Huh? Oh, yeah, him. White.
Obviously.
And Ian, the big loser, K-Fist. Why is my damn thing going on? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you
Yeah,
fine.
I love
right.
you.
And Peter Bryant. So let's match wits with the MythWits. Here's how we're going to do this. As we play the geek-studded, no-money Match Wits 14. And here's the host of That's Me. All right, here are your rules of play. David, you will be read a question, to which you will be asked to fill in the blank. Fill in the missing word with any word but blank. Before you reveal that word, we are going to have our MatchWit panelists take a stab at your blank. Meaning they are going to predict what your blank is. So, we'll first lock in their answers, and then we will reveal your blank, David. Each correct match with our panelists will earn 1 million points. And if any of the panelists match themselves, then they will get 500,000 points. So here we go. All right. Here is the first question. And I hope I pronounced this right. Let me know if I did. Anthony Franada, right? Is that the guy's name? Anthony Franada is coming out with a new movie about a waterspout that lifts sperm whales out of the ocean and deposits them in Los Angeles. He's thinking about calling it blank. So now, write down your answers on a piece of paper so that you can hold it up on the camera. Anthony Ferrente is coming up. You're so happy with yourself, Pete. Anthony Ferrente is coming out with a new movie about a waterspout that lifts sperm whales out of the ocean and deposits them in Los Angeles. He's thinking about calling it blank. Is everybody locked in?
Do we hold it up now?
Not yet. No. Wait. Wait till it's your turn.
Yeah. Dave, you will hold off until the last. You'll be the last person to reveal. And I'm gonna read this one more time. Anthony Fernati, whatever his name is coming out with a new movie about a waterspout that lifts sperm whales out of the ocean and deposits them in Los Angeles. He's thinking about calling it blank. All right. So we're gonna start with Brian. Brian. He's thinking about calling the new sperm whale movie blank.
I put down A Whale of a Tale. That's all I could come up with.
Whale of a Tale.
Oh shit.
And
put it on Brian. Sorry. I gotta remember to keep moving the camera around. Sorry. Go ahead. Next.
Okay. All right. And so, DeVon, do you have your paper? Can you hold your paper up and see what you wrote? Splooge. And Ian.
I went with Seamen for Change.
You went with what?
Seamen for Change.
Seamen for change?
Oh God.
For Change.
Okay. Is that S-E-E or S-E-A?
You can put it together.
All right. And Mr. Bryant.
I went with Money Shot.
Nice.
Could have gotten 500K. Damn, that was one of the ones I scratched out. Shit.
All right. David, Anthony Fratelli, Fernata, whatever his name is coming out with a new movie about a waterspout that lifts sperm whales out of the ocean and deposits them in Los Angeles. He's thinking about calling it blank.
This is gonna be interesting.
Big Moby. Oh, good answer. Good answer.
All right.
Great. That
We
is
did not get a
great.
match, but definitely some good answers. So, I can't believe nobody went with a NATO. I was thinking sperm NATO or...
yeah.
That would've
Anyway,
been good.
okay. Here is number 2. Here we go. Because Tyrion Lannister is so short, he is always complaining about having to smell other people's blank. Tyrion Lannister is so short, he is always complaining about having to smell other people's blank. I am so scared.
You better be.
All right. Up, and we just lost Ian again. If we do, we do. Okay. So, all right. And there's Ian again. Ian, I hope you can get your and he's gone again.
All right.
Because Tyrion Lannister is so short, he's always complaining about having to smell other people's blank. Are we all locked in?
Locked in.
Yep.
Locked in. All right, Brian.
I got kicked out.
All right. Do you know the question, Ian?
Oh, I got kicked out.
All right, you're gonna have to go right off the top of your head. You'll go next or the last before David. All right, here we go. Brian, Tyrion Lannister is always complaining because he's so short. He's having to smell other people's.
Well, it's
Blank.
a classic, guys. Farts.
Farts. Okay. All right. That's good. DeVon, Tyrion Lannister is so short. He's always complaining about having to smell other people's cooch.
Right, the cooch.
All right.
It's like a spectrum of dirty humor from childish to damn.
I hold
All
nothing
right.
back.
I don't know why I didn't think about this. Ian, go next. Tyrion Lannister. Do you know who Tyrion Lannister is?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's Peter Dinklage.
Okay. Having to smell other people's
Low-hanging fruit.
low-hanging fruit.
Oh, nice.
Good
Good
one.
answer. Good answer.
And Mr. Bryant. I am so
said-
afraid.
Codpiece.
David, save me because Tyrion Lannister is so short. He's always complaining about having to smell other people's
All right.
blank.
My answer is based on an old joke about small people, but hairdo.
Oh.
Hairdo.
At least he didn't say Merkin.
Oh.
Yeah, he should have said Merkin, dude. You should have went with Merkin. All right. Well, unfortunately, no matches. Don't forget, the idea is to go with a match, not just come up with the most crazy answer. Let's just remember that, guys.
This is not Cards Against Humanity.
That's right.
We should do that.
All right. Here's number 3. Okay, you ready? SpongeBob had been looking for Patrick all day. He was about to give up when Patrick popped out of Squidward's blank. Yeah, some SpongeBob. Ian, it's okay. I think I just ruined his childhood. SpongeBob had been looking for Patrick all day. He was about to give up when Patrick popped out of Squidward's blank.
Skidward. He said Skidward.
All right.
Ay.
Is everyone locked in, or do you need more time?
I'm in.
All right. All right, let's stop and let's just get to the funny. Brian, SpongeBob had been looking for Patrick all day. He was about to give up when Patrick popped out of his blank, Squidward's blank.
Bush Garden.
Oh.
His bush
Nice.
Squidward
All right.
was a gardener.
He
He
was. You are playing the game, my friend. All right, DeVon. SpongeBob had been looking for Patrick all day. He was about to give up when Patrick popped out of Squidward's blank.
The porthole.
Oh, good
Oh,
one.
that'll be here
Good
right
one.
now.
Good one.
Wow, I am impressed. You guys are really giving some good answers. I am afraid for this child. All right, Ian. SpongeBob had been looking for Patrick all day. He was about to give up when Patrick popped out of Squidward's.
I'm keeping it safe for work.
Why?
Clarinet.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sure.
Clarinet.
All right.
That sounds like something that would be in a SpongeBob episode.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that's
it does.
true. Look, he went true to form. I guarantee you, Pete did not write clarinet down.
Oh,
Pete,
God.
SpongeBob was looking for Patrick all day. He was about to give up when Patrick popped out of Squidward's.
Ink hole.
Another hole.
Hey, Patrick.
Later.
All right. Oh, David, poor David.
There, boyo.
Where on God's green oceans did Patrick pop out of Squidward's blank?
All right, it wasn't bad as it wasn't as good as the others. I just said nose. That's all I could think of.
Oh,
Squidward.
his big nose.
Hey, Patrick, get out of
No
my
more serious
nose.
answers for me.
Wow, I had to say Ian. I don't know who was it that had the best.
I'm saying DeVon, man.
Let it go.
Porthole was nice.
The porthole was cool.
Porthole
had
was
multiple- had
Porthole
multiple
walked the
layers.
line between appropriate and inappropriate. I
Same
say
with
yes,
Busch
you
Garden,
definitely
though.
get a
Busch
good one
Garden.
for
Busch
that.
Garden was good.
Busch Garden was good. Yes. Okay. Number 4. We're doing okay. I only have 2 more, and we'll
Okay.
do this quick. All right?
That's cool.
Here we go. This is a Farscape question in case there's any of you who have never heard of it, and if you haven't, then this is going to mean crap to you. Moya wanted John Crichton and Aaron Sun to have a nice romantic evening alone, so she locked them both in the blank. Moya wanted John Crichton and Aaron Sun to have a romantic evening alone, so she locked them both in the blank. You go with it, son. Whatever it is, you just go with it, okay? You always go with your first instinct. Moya wanted John Crichton and Aaron Sun to have a nice romantic evening alone, so she locked them both in the blank. All right. I hope we are ready, panelists. Here we go. Bri. She locked them both in the
Cockpit.
cockpit. Nice.
I hear scribbling.
Alright.
Pencils down, kids.
There's an illustration to this one.
What's that?
There's an illustration to this one.
DeVon, are you a Farscape fan? Have you heard of this show before?
I have
Farscape.
no idea what that even is, so I just went with the only thing I know.
Okay, well, Moya wanted John Crichton and Aaron Sun to have a nice romantic evening and locked in
The TARDIS.
artists. Okay, that's appropriate.
Cross genre.
That's a crossover.
Right.
That'd be an interesting crossover.
In the
actually.
Doctor Who world, it could happen.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you, painting behind Mike.
Wow.
It's
All
a
right,
towel.
Ian.
I bought it for him.
Ian.
Okay,
Yes,
so
you
I don't watch
did.
Farscape. So
Well, where do you think?
Sex-
I don't know. Where would Moya
Sex
lock
dungeon.
these two people in?
Sex dungeon.
and you see the illustration is it's like the medieval torture device.
Oh.
With spikes, but instead of
Okay.
spikes, it's dildos.
Okay. Well, thank you for clearing that up. In the sex dungeon filled with dildos. Now,
Oh,
Why was it on the
anyone-
wall?
of any one of
And
these
hate
answers
you.
so far, you may have the possibility of matching with Pete at least because you're thinking like a
You're
Like-
deviant.
Like a MythWit.
Pete Moya wanted John Crichton and Aaron Sun to have a nice romantic evening alone, so she locked them both in the
Cockpit.
in
Nice.
the cockpit. I guess you could kick somebody there or lock somebody there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. Well, then that is right now. That is Peter and Brian with a 500,000. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that how we did this? We split it. Yeah.
Yeah, but the hell. Nobody cares if there's a winner or not anyway.
This is just for fun.
It's all
man.
about the answers.
It's all about the cockpits.
All right.
All right. David, Moya wanted John Crichton and Aaron Sun to have a nice romantic evening alone, so she locked them both in the...
She knew that she wanted his cockpit.
Whoa!
Nice. All right.
Yay!
Well, David has 1,000,000 points. There's a lot of zeros to write down. All right, well, it's anybody's game here on MythWits because it is. Because I say so. Because we're in the Game Master.
All right, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Let's put this thing to bed, man.
Listen. This is the best question of all of them I came up with. You ready?
I'm ready.
My body is ready.
I'm ready.
Here we go. Darth Maul went to the barber in Jabba's palace. He said, just a little off the blank. Darth Maul went to the barber in Jabba's palace. And he said, just a little off the blank.
I hate you.
Wait, who's Darth Maul?
He's a Star Wars character.
Red
He's
guy with the horns, double lightsaber, Phantom Menace.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Black and red guy. Darth Maul went to the barber in Jabba's palace. He said, just a little off the top. I cannot wait to hear Pete's answer, so let's get through these quickly.
Oh man, I got nothing. Shit.
Oh, come on, Brian. Brian, think like Pete. Just a little off the...
afraid to. Hold on. Okay, fine.
Okay, just a little off the blank.
Tip.
Nice.
There
Okay.
you go.
Yeah.
All right. DeVon, have you been Googling what Darth Maul looks like by any chance?
Nah.
Nah?
I just went with my instinct.
Tip. Oh.
Uh-oh, little off the tip.
Oh shit. Brian's up to 1,000,000.
That's right.
I'm up to 500,000.
Yep. Nice.
I ain't going out of here solo.
Jesus, spell tip. Oh, sorry. All right. Ian, Darth Maul went to the barber in Jabba's palace and said a little off the blank.
Continuity flaw. Bullshit.
A little off the what?
Off the bullshit.
Continuity flaw. Bullshit.
Why? Why? He can't go into Jabba's palace?
No. Jabba didn't make it big. Till after Maul is dead.
You're not.
Okay, someone took this a little too far.
Okay.
You know how old Jabba is, first of all, but
Hey.
we'll talk about
Plus,
that
the
later.
Hutts were a mob family, and they already had that house. Just Jabba wasn't top banana.
Let's
I didn't have
right.
anything to say that wasn't obvious. I'm just trying to be shocking. Have a good
Peter.
time.
You tried too
David,
hard.
Am I
Save us. Darth Maul went to the barber in Jabba's palace and just said a little off the...
coin purse?
Nice. Disappoint. All right. All right. David, Darth Maul went to the barber in Jabba's palace and said just a little off the...
Horny tip, baby.
Oh, that's
horny
it.
tip. I'll give it to you. All right. Well, somebody... Hold on a second here. Where do we go?
I'm gonna, no pun intended, take a stab and say mine doesn't really count since it's 2 words.
No, tip. I'm gonna go for it.
No,
What do you
tip.
think? Tip. That's
Mine
good.
counts in.
So basically, yeah, it's Brian with 1,000,000, DeVon with 500,000, Ian's in the basement, Peter's got 500,000, David has 2 mil.
Bad, we tied.
I'm the game master.
Mike can't earn points. So, David, you are a big wiener.
Yeah.
Yay!
Or as we say around here,
Our game.
All right, guys. We are at
All right.
11:23. Yeah. So, do you want to do any news at all, or do you want to kill this? Because you got some stuff, Brian?
I got a couple things. It'll be quick.
All right,
I'll just
Evidently, the news is there's going to be a Jabba the Hutt. I mean, not a Jabba the Hutt. There's going to be a what's that guy?
Boba Fett.
A Boba Fett movie.
Yeah. It's going to be a Boba Fett movie.
All right, Brian, you are
Boba
up.
Fett.
Give us some
Alrighty.
news.
So, a few weeks ago, they had that test footage of a CGI Deadpool movie. Well, it turns out that Fox is doing a Deadpool movie, and they have just announced that they are aiming for a PG-13 rating. Some people were made that expression, but really think about it. PG-13 isn't what it used to be anymore. I mean, look at what Guardians got away with.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So
I haven't.
that might be fine. And in other words, it turns out Aquaman had some influence already in the new DC universe in Man of Steel. Apparently, it turns out that the oil rig scene. Anyone remember that oil rig scene when he rescues those workers? He falls in the ocean. You see two random whales. Supposedly,
Were they sperm whales?
they were humpback whales. Just as dangerous.
Mike found that channel the other day.
According to this part of the publication, apparently Aquaman actually sent those whales to help Superman. And speaking of Aquaman, the supposed designs for him have been leaked. It's not an actual picture, but they have described him pretty much as a Hawaiian surfer dude with tribal tattoos. He's essentially going to look like an islander, just Atlantean-style tribal tattoos. That's supposedly the design.
Right.
And now, it turns out that now, since Sony's doing the Sinister Six movie, we are probably going to get a Suicide Squad movie with David Ayer from Sabotage possibly directing. So Warner Brothers is now playing around with the idea of a Suicide Squad movie since they made an appearance in Arrow and that new Batman animated feature came out. Let's see. And speaking of new upcoming projects, since the Black Panther movie was practically spoiled by Stan Lee, it turns out that Black Panther might actually have its actor, Michael K. Williams, has been eyeing that role. Michael K. Williams from The Wire and Boardwalk Empire. So he might be playing our Black Panther. And last bit of news for X-Men Apocalypse. So one of the writers, Simon Kinberg, has been talking about X-Men Apocalypse, and they were discussing, based on the ending, a lot of the old cast members, Halle Berry and some of the other people. And it looks like a lot of these characters might have to be recast because they are going to focus more on the first-class characters. And the characters that might actually be recast are Storm, Jean, and Cyclops. Those are the three that are looking to be replaced.
You know what? It's kind of a shame because, like, at least for Cyclops, I think the guy who's playing Cyclops nailed it. I
did.
I think he really nailed Cyclops. Jean, and
because Cyclops really was a vanilla, just boring ass motherfucker.
Exactly. That's him. He the guy playing Cyclops has pulled it off. But I think I don't know, Storm. Yeah, you can replace it. She was.
I feel bad though because the only other superhero movie she had was Catwoman, and that's all I'm gonna say.
We do not speak Catwoman.
Was that
let's pretend that movie does not exist.
Yeah, that movie didn't happen. Never happened.
Never happened. No.
Okay, so next.
What Catwoman movie?
Right.
And that's all I got now. I figured since it's our movie draft wrap up, I did some cinema news.
Okay, cool.
Very good. The news was brought to you by CinemaBlend.com and IO9.com and IGN.com.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, way to go there. Way to review your sources.
All right, so I have something I wanna share with you guys. Something Jay Libby shared with me.
Cat, but you're a total bitch.
Something my boy Jay Libby shared with me.
Oh my.
The sperm extractor.
Sounds like a horrible torture device.
It's a Chinese thing. A Chinese hospital in Nanjing, capital of Jiangsu province, has introduced a new machine that makes sperm donation even easier. An automatic sperm extractor. I'm all for hands-free technology, but have scientists gone a little too far with this invention? No, I say no. You know why? Because it's not shaped like a sheep. Shape that bitch like a sheep, and now you got something.
I just like the.
My only problem is I have a sperm extractor. It's this thing,
Yeah.
and it goes everywhere I go, and you don't have to plug it in. So I don't know.
It doesn't have to boot. It doesn't have to boot up. Well, maybe if you got arthritis, but
Yeah.
Is the picture of the person fingering it?
Thank you.
I'm not sure.
I don't even think I want to know.
Yeah, please tell me that there's like some sort of a sheath, some sort of a condomy sheath that goes on there, because like
I'm
geez,
sure there is. I'm sure there is. I mean,
I kind of get wigged out when I have to
Wait,
stick
there's a
my
video
bank
for it.
card into a machine where everyone else's bank card's been.
well,
in.
there is a video for it. You can check it out. Maybe I'll post a link in the show notes there. And I have one more. This beautiful young lady here.
I knew it. I knew that was going to pop up. I really didn't know if I wanted to share this because it technically is movie related. It's Total Recall.
Yeah.
This woman actually got a third breast installed just for her weird Total Recall fantasies.
Yeah, get your ass to Mars. Yeah, look at this. And there's multiple pictures too. Apparently there's a video too down here which I haven't watched yet.
Could you
but-
please post that in the show notes?
Yes.
I
And
will.
also, if there's anywhere where her address or phone number or anywhere may be posted, I'd like to have that too.
Well, see, that's the
What?
funny thing about this. Part of the reason why she did it was because she doesn't want to have sex anymore, and she doesn't want guys to be attracted to her. And I've read some of the.
What?
Yeah.
So add another boob. Right. Yeah.
Don't add another boob. You need to take one
She
off.
understands how this works.
If any movie taught us, if anyone saw Paul, if you really wanted to make something nasty, you add a fourth breast.
Right. So she says, what is it? She says here, she's like, I don't want to date anymore. So we went forward and added a memory complete with an areola tattoo nipple implant. She doesn't know anything about guys. That's her problem. Because I mean, look.
So which one's the fake one?
So I'm thinking you got the one in the middle.
Really, dude?
DeVon.
You know what? Nobody tell him.
Okay.
Nobody.
So I'm thinking, look, you got one in each hand, right? And there's a place for you. Never mind. All right. Anyway, so anyway, that's
like
all we have for the news.
I will say this: if she had four, it'd be like playing the game of Simon.
So that's your news. That's this episode of the MythWits. Thanks everybody for playing the Summer Drift. Again, we'll do this again in the winter. Oh, hey, real quick before we wrap this up, wrap it up. I got a thing from Paul Cooley. He wants to come back on the show. He sent me a thing. He filled it out. He's got a new book that he just came out with, and he wants to come on the show and promote it. So
Cool.
So do we want to have him as a guest next week?
I'm down.
I say yes.
Motherfucker, you are a guest on this show. You ain't got no say.
You a guest?
I'll watch it.
All right.
Yeah.
Evidently, you don't even watch the show. David, as a fan of the show, what
Yeah,
do you think?
Yeah,
Would
what
you
does
like
David
to-
think?
I will watch it.
Oh, cool.
Hey,
All right.
I never see DeVon's ass on the, in there.
Yeah, DeVon, you need to get a chat room. What you doing?
Seriously.
We need chat moderators.
All right. So anyway,
Like, get a grip.
so I'll get a hold of him and see if he's available for next week. But maybe we can bring him on next week because maybe this time Mike will get to talk to him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We'll see. Maybe I can.
Oh,
that did suck.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get a what do you call it? Not MythWits. What's that? What's the other game?
Oh, Bet the Geek.
Yeah, Bet the Geek.
And he
And
knows.
I swear.
I was gonna say maybe you get a Sigler one because he knows Sigler.
Oh, all right. I'll see if I can edit the Sigler one.
Okay,
And
that'd be good.
I am also I'm committed to over the next 2 weeks. I'm committed to trying to finish up the family. What do we say? Survey Says game because I really want to introduce that one too.
Oh, cool. Okay,
You haven't finished?
dude, it's a lot of work, and he's been
No,
busy.
because my dickhead son won't help me with it. What?
First of all, I took the survey twice.
No,
Great.
He means
Now I have erroneous data.
No, he means collating the data. That's a lot of work. All right.
Oh, I'm just messing with them.
All right, everybody. That's it for the show. Be quiet while I run the closer. You've just enjoyed the MythWits. Join us for a live broadcast next week and every week, Mondays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you miss our live show, you can always catch the encore episodes and the podcast version at our website and on iTunes. Make sure to check out our website at mythwits.com. And of course, visit us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and iTunes. MythWits is a Studio187.com production and is protected under an attribution, non-commercial, no derivatives, Creative Commons work. You can download and share it with whoever you like. Just don't change it and don't try to make money with it. Make sure to check out Studio187.com for more cool stuff. See you next week.